Traveling through hyperspace in like Dustin crops, boy.
Alright, boys and girls, let's get started. Thanks for popping into HYPERSPACE, where I'm going to talk about your purpose and my purpose also, because that's a very important thing, isn't it? Purpose is like a number one thing in our life that fixes everything. Even if you feel pain, you're getting tired, doesn't matter, when you're on your purpose, everything gets solved. Life is just getting better and better every day. But there's so many questions around it, like how do you define your purpose? What the fuck is your purpose anyway? That's a big thing. Many people, young people, struggle with that because they don't know exactly what their purpose is. And it's not just that simple. And we all know the key to stay on our purpose. It is just self-discipline, isn't it? To remain humble all the time, to do the necessary steps that's needed to achieve what we want. So that's not what I'm going to talk about today, but I'm going to give you the number one key that keeps you on your purpose every day. So you get up every morning and you already know what to do. Because sometimes you have more things that gives you that drive, that energy. Like I like to play music, but if I get up in the morning and I start to practice music every day, I won't make enough money. So it's not always that simple.
Traveling through hyperspace in like Dustin crops, boy.
In this video right now, I'm going to give you the number one key that will hold you on your purpose, or if you haven't recognized your purpose yet, you will know what your purpose is. And there are several factors to it, so you will be able to recognize every day if you're doing the right thing or not. You will get the answers what to do. I just finished my morning coffee and we'll get into it. I really love to drink coffee. I wish my purpose was just drinking coffee every day, but it's not. And it's not even good for you, is it? I'm telling you this because everything you hear in this video is subjective, like coffee is subjective. For some people it's really bad. For me it's not so bad because if I'm on my purpose, I've got that drive, I have a coffee and I feel more enthusiastic, I get more energy after that, and also I love the taste of it. So there's a shadow side and a good side to everything. And also it's not only different per people, but sometimes if I'm feeling like stressed out and I have the same coffee, I would have this same cup of coffee, I wouldn't feel the energy, I wouldn't feel that lovely taste. It would just give me more stress. So for some people it's really bad because they have a coffee early in the afternoon and they can't sleep at night. So everything is subjective. That's the most important thing. But the key, the number one key that I promised to give you in this video to stay on your purpose
is to slow the fuck down.
I really have to stop drinking so much coffee because I already talk too fast. And water is much better for you. It's a better example. I'm being a good boy and I'm only going to drink water in my videos. I'm going to drink the coffee when the camera is turned off. So, what do I mean by slowing down? If you're on your purpose, you're not slowing down. Like this morning I got up and I felt like, oh, thank you God, thank you it's raining. Because right now my plan is to train as hard as I can, because I'm training for this autumn when the schools open up and I'm going to teach Kung Fu for kids. So I really have to be in shape. The kids are really crazy, they do crazy movements. And as I got up this morning, like every fucking morning this week, I had pain everywhere in my body. I could hardly get out of my bed. And I said, finally, it's raining, I don't have to do that much training. But Kung Fu is a thing for me. I don't even have to push myself. I literally don't need any willpower to go and do Kung Fu. Around 8:30, I just went out and since I'm walking, I might as well do some running. I started running, then I warmed up, then I started to do my push-ups, then it started raining, that made me really crazy, and I started to grind really hard, and then my friend uploaded a YouTube video about how to train your abs, and I said, I'm going to try this because it looks easy. It was terribly hard, fucking painful, and that pain just gave me more drive. And then I was boxing, doing my kung fu. So, you know, when you get into that flow state, all your pain goes away, and now I feel really healthy. I don't have any pain in my joints. I feel awesome. So what I mean by slowing down is it's not that when you're on your purpose, when you got that drive, don't hold back, just grind as hard as you can. And when you're on your purpose, it won't feel hard. You just got that energy, that drive, and that pushes you through all the barriers, and it just feels awesome even when it's painful. The way to realize that you're not on your purpose is you're struggling and you suffer at the same time. There's a really fine line between the two. Actually, both of them you can call struggling, because if you're on your purpose, you still will need a lot of self-discipline. I can't promise you that you get on your purpose every day and it will be so easy. It can be really fucking hard. Like the Kung Fu for me, it's really hard this week. I just can't wait for tomorrow. I'm going to go to my mom, my brother, and his kids will be there. And I'm going to eat cake. I'm not going to do any training in the afternoon. I can't wait because this week was so fucking hard for me. But at the same time, it's really cool. But when you're not on your purpose, like you're doing a job that you hate, you're working in a business just purely for the money, or you're working to make money just to please your wife or your girlfriend, or just with the mindset that if I get more money I will get more girls. So when you're not doing the things that you really love to do in your heart, that struggle will cause you pain. If you are not on your purpose, but you feel that this grinding, this hard work every day causes you pain and suffering, that can be a deadly combination. And I'm not telling you to quit your job just right now. But if you have to quit your job because you already realize that, I'm not here to work in McDonald's, maybe there's more to life, I'm a great musician, and I'm going to start practicing music, and I'm going to participate in a band, and I'm going to earn a lot of money. Don't just quit your job because you start to play the guitar every day, and maybe you're going to starve, or you're going to suffer more in life. So what I mean by that is start working on your purpose right now. Start to figure out how you can make more out of your purpose. Start that today. But if it takes that you do your job, you make some money, you consider going to work every day for the money to be able to stay on your purpose. And that's a much different mindset. The key is to recognize your purpose every day. And let's get to the point now, really. What I mean by slowing down is that you have to sit down. Preferably, I would say sit down every day, but it's the same as with coffee. For some people, it's good to drink coffee every day. For some, it's just not good. Like what works for me every day is to sit down each and every day. Maybe 6 days a week, because I like to have a day off when I do whatever the fuck I like to do. But probably I'm still going to meditate on the 7th day as well, because that's also part of my purpose, and it's not like something I have to force myself to do. But when I sit down every day to do meditation, to think over things, that's when I slow down, when my ego stops playing up and my mind clears out, and that's when I know what to do today. So like today, I don't have to define that, Jerry, you have to do an English video every fucking day, because maybe tomorrow I get up and I won't know what to talk about, and I will sit here, don't know what to say, and I have to force myself to do that, and I'm not making money with this. So you don't have to really set a schedule for your purpose. What I strongly recommend is to sit down and slow down every day, and you don't even have to do meditation. If you're watching your favorite series and you get to that mind state when your ego just stops, that's when you start to see clearly, and you know, oh, I have to do this and that. It's just so simple. Because what your ego does every day, and this is also not a necessarily bad thing, but the shadow side of your ego and your mind working like crazy, is that sometimes you get involved, you get engaged, you get overwhelmed with stuff that doesn't really bring you forward in life. So like my example, what I had at the beginning of this quarantine, my business started booming, and I really had to put almost like every second of my day was dedicated to my business. And for like 1 or 2 weeks, it brought me a lot of income, and I really enjoyed it. It was tiring, of course, but I had this drive that, oh, I'm going to do this and that, and I already made so much money, and tomorrow I'm going to make even more. You can imagine this like a wave. If you ever been surfing, I only done this wind surfing, but it's the same. So when the wave is coming, you have to hop on it and you have to ride with the wave. Like for me, when I was doing the windsurfing, if there's a good wind, you just stand on the board and it's really easy. You need a few days practice, of course, but when you got a good wind, it's all really easy. That's exactly what it is like if you are on your purpose. But if the wind is shitty, you have no wind, you will you will have to struggle just to stay balanced, and you will fall into the water many times, and the whole thing is going to be a struggle. You're going to end up bruised, and you will fall off the board many times. And also, if the wind is blowing too hard, you may even end up injured. So that's why you always have to consider if you're riding the good wind. And my mistake, what I did about 2 months ago, is that when the wind stopped, I still had this struggle in me that, oh, I have to do this and that, and I put a lot of energy, I put a lot of time in my business when it wasn't bringing me any money, and I ended up spending money on my business and working my ass off for nothing. And also I had this shoulder was hurting really badly for like 2 months, and I thought to myself, I'm training too hard. But no, I wasn't on my purpose. And I was on my purpose while my business was booming, but after that I should have been focusing on different things. But this is how the ego works. It gets you overwhelmed, it drives you, it feels like you have to do, you must do this, you must do that, and sometimes it is just not being reasonable. So the number one key, what you need to do to stay on your purpose and do what's really best for you every day, is to sit down and think through what I really have to do now, what's the best for me right now. Like for me today, it is definitely going to be necessary to learn some more English and to practice speaking English, because I know myself and I know I can do a lot better than this. But thanks for staying tuned anyway, and thanks, I really appreciate your time and attention. So let me know in the comments below if you could understand what I mean here, and please encourage me to do more English videos. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day.